Hello everyone, Big Dog here, and yes, I'm back. I'm making another video requested by Eddie. So I thought I would make a video on an attack that I and Matt, who may have actually invented this attack, I'm not sure. We'll give him credit for the army comp. We've both been having a lot of success with this attack, 12v12. So I just thought I'd run through it, what to look for, how to execute it, because it's got a very high percentage hit rate on 12v12. I think certainly in my last 3 war hits, they've all been 12v12 triples. So we'll have a look at some examples. So and this attack wins wars, which is nice that 12v12 is winning wars, which is where it should be. The top town hall, beating the top town hall for the win. What we find in our wars comp wise is we normally have 3 or 4 11s or more depending on the size of the war, and then the rest 12s. And what happens normally both sides against decent opposition is they'll 2-star the 12s and 3-star the 11s, and then whoever gets the highest percentage wins. So even just one 12v12 can win a war. You would expect both sides really to get 2s on the 12s and 3s on the 11s, so they are really important. So let's have a look at what you do. It's an air attack, and I'll pause it to begin with just so you can look at the composition, look at the layout of the base, and what I'm looking. Alright, sorry about that. This PC is knackered. The charger, the laptop nearly lost its charge, and it was full when I turned it on about 2 minutes into the video. So anyway, it's plugged into the mains now. So what was I saying? Yeah, so let's look at the army comp first of all, and yeah, credit to Matt for this, because I think he came up with it. Certainly he was the first one I saw using it. And essentially it is Valks in the wall wrecker, 2 baby drags, 3 hounds, 31 loons, 7 minions, 1 archer, and you can see the spell comp there: 3 haste, 4 rage, 1 freeze, and a poison. So going back to look at the base, what you really want to do with the kill squad element is take out, as a minimum, the queen and the CC. If you can take out the queen and the CC, generally this has a good chance of 3-starring. Your secondary targets are the eagle and any air defenses that you can pick up, but really queen and the CC are what you want to be taking out. So you really want to be looking for bases where you can get in to the queen and the CC with the Sui element. So it's a Sui Lalo attack essentially. The baby drags are for funnel. You're sending the wall wrecker with the Valks in and the king and the queen behind, and you're taking out those 2 elements definitely, and trying to get the eagle and any AD. So as you can see, looking at this base, the attack's just started, but what I am going to do, or you can see what I'm doing here, is dropping 2 baby dragons to create the funnel, dropping in a wall wrecker. Wall wrecker obviously is going to pass straight this way to the town hall. It's going to break through these 2 walls, open up the compartment to the queen and the AD, and access to the inferno and the eagle, and obviously it's going to trigger the CC. If we look at the radius, as soon as it breaks through this second wall, and then the king and queen are going to come behind. So let's play it and have a look whilst I drink some coffee. So once that lab goes down, now it's safe. I think I'm going to drop the queen first, and then once that wall's open, it's safe to drop the king as well. The important thing is you don't want them to walk, because you've not got a huge amount of troops to create the funnel, but it's important that they go in. So CC triggers, you can see rage down for the Valks, kill the queen. CC under poison, queen's going to come across, pop the ability there, take out the rest of the CC. So primary objectives are done. The queen is dead, the CC is dead. Queen does now go down. I'm going to pause it again here. So what we've done is we've taken out this big swathe of the base here. And then if you look where the ADs are, they're all kind of clustered up here. Town Hall is here. So the other tricky thing with 12v12 is the Town Hall. When that goes down, it obviously creates a massive bomb. And if your loons, particularly the way I deploy the loons, which isn't surgical, I really kind of look for the pathing and just come in heavy. So I may say spam. But really deploy them all at one side, and you know, once you've made that cut, you can see what the pathing is going to do. But the warden comes in behind, and really you want to be deploying the warden when that town hall's about to go down, so it protects all the loons, because the way that the loons are deployed here is they do cluster. I mean, I've had it before in farming raids where that town hall will just take out, I don't know how many loons, but basically all of my loons, and then the attack's over. So he's clearly protected this area. You can see he's got a load of air bombs coming up. There are, I think, 4 Teslas around here. I mean, that's good for us because that's our entry point. As you can see, they'll pop here. So what you want to do once the loons are deployed in this kind of horseshoe pattern, the first spells we're going to drop are the hastes. And the hastes are just to speed everything into the outer ring, and we're going to use the rages in the core. So we'll see that now. 3 rages down. Just waiting now for the loons to come over the town hall. Froze the town hall and popped the warden. Maybe a little late there. I think that bomb might have taken out some of my loons, but you can see rage through that high damage element. Got 1 rage left. Now no rages left. Just put them down over the last AD. And obviously back end minions are important for cleanup, so start dropping them on the other side here. Yeah, and this is game over for him. Those air skellies are annoying. Sometimes they just follow your loons around. That's why minions are good as well. They can get in and take out those air skellies. The warden won't. The warden's a support troop. He won't attack the air skellies. So we'll fast forward that one. But yeah, as you can see, once the queen and the CC are done, it's fairly straightforward. Very high percentage success rate once those 2 elements are done. Alright, so that was the first one, and it's going to be the same. I'm going to show you 3 attacks, same army for all 3. This was my second one. So we'll pause and have a look at the base again. I can't remember where I came in here, but I'll have a look at it and see if I can work it out just by looking at it fresh. So ADs are kind of around the edges here. Obviously there's a high clustering towards the north here. Queen is here. CC's here, so that's good. They can both be triggered. Eagle's over here, so it's kind of difficult to get all 3, but really Eagle is the secondary objective. We can come in this way and we can pick up 2 AD, the Queen and the CC, and the sweeper, maybe 2. That's definitely the way to come in. So I can remember what I did here now. So funnel is going to be created at the top here, and then heroes and wrecker in this way, and we'll see how far they get. Let's get to the start. So baby drags in again to start creating the funnel. King and queen behind. Now they may walk here because the funnel needs to be quite deep, and both baby dragons have died, so the king may go around the edge here. Hopefully the queen is going to behave, and she looks like she is. King may come back with the CC, yep. So that's good. Poison down, king's in the core, wall wrecker still up, rage down for that as it pops, so Valk's in there will kill the queen. So we've got 2 AD, queen and CC with the hero push now, and I'll just pause again so you can see the nice cut that's being made, square shaped cut in the base this way. So if I just put all the loons in from here, put 1 hound here, 1 hound here, 1 hound here, all the loons from here, we can see that they're going to path this way. They're going to path down and around, hopefully come and take the town hall and path into the eagle. So what I think I do here, because the eagle's quite a way away, use the freeze on the eagle to stop 1 rotation of the eagle. And again, we want to save the warden ability for the town hall. So let's see how that works out. Loons again, horseshoe shape around the cuts. Warden down. Hastes will come down shortly. Just use one haste here because of the angle. Sorry, two. And then I can use the third one a little bit deeper. Queen is still up in the core there. Warden ability used. His Town Hall's already gone down. Just freezing the eagle there to give the loons time to come over. And last rage is in and around the eagle. Not too worried about the eye tower because we've got huge amounts of loons still coming down here from the south and a lava hound up. IT is on multi, which is a little trickier for loons, but again, there's the last rage. Okay, so I did save one for the Inferno just to take care of that. And minions down now, a little late getting them down, but I was just making sure the loons were supported when they needed to be. And minions actually take out that Tesla while it's distracted by the Warden. And GG again, another Th12 Triple. So it's I mean, the most important phase of this attack really is that Queen CC kill, and you can't do it on every base. Now, if you don't get it, it can still happen. It's got a high error margin, but the almost not guaranteed 3 stars, but the ones with a much higher percentages where you can get that Queen and the Warden. Let's have a look back at the current war and the attack I've just done. Just another 12v12. I'll pause this one. So the Queen's a little deeper here. You'd say kind of quite well protected. And he's got 2 single Infernos, but the good thing is that they are out of range of coming in this way. And if I come in this way, there's an AD here, there's the Eagle here, so there's 2 secondary targets on the way to my primary target. I'm not sure. I think I'd probably come in this way actually. It's a cleaner entry and I've still got access to 2 ADs. So I think we'll make the funnel here and probably here. Come in with the Wrecker and the heroes. That's going to clean all this out and the Queen will hop over, will take her out. CC will trigger and we've got the chance of getting 2 AD. So again, huge. Look for that. That's really high value from that push. And if we can get all of that down, we'll probably start the attack from around here. Again, there's high value to expos and AD and the Town Hall to take out. We want to take that Town Hall out early. So let's see what happens. Yeah, so Baby Drag's down to create the funnel. We'll work her in. And minion just on the end here to obviously unprotected by defenses, so that can work away. King and Queen down. Now they should play ball and go in. Wall Wrecker's taken a nice path here. We can just drop a rage and that will kill the Queen. Double Dragon CC. We've got a poison down for that. Queen has walked now, which was a slight concern. Now the concern here is, I'm just going to pause it. This does happen quite a bit to me anyway, where the Queen will walk off and she really is particularly with a Double Dragon CC, you've got to take that out. It's suicide for Loon attack if you don't get this. And the problem is my King's not max yet, but the King survives quite a long time, particularly with all the CC running around. What you don't want is for your Queen to die before the drags will retarget on her. Now the good thing is there's very little point defense over here. So really in this instance I want my CC and King to die quite quickly, so the drags will come over and target the Queen, because if she doesn't take it out, it's going to be curtains for this raid. So King takes a nice path down to here and takes out some of the point defense that would have troubled the Queen. Dragon's now refocused. Queen's not under real fire under anything apart from a cannon, so I can just pop the ability and a level 60 Queen's going to take out those 2 double drags. So let's pause it once that's done. So again, huge quadrant of the base taken out here, as well as 2 ADs, Eagle, Queen, CC. I knew at this point, with 31 loons and 3 hounds left, Warden and all my spells, this has to be a triple. So again, we're going to enter from this point, horseshoe formation, hounds around the quarter. And get them down, get the Warden down, and get the hastes in. Might even put a rage in here, but they're going to be on the town hall quite quickly. Yeah, rage down once they are. Pop the Warden's ability, which lasts 6 seconds with Max Warden. Bags of time to avoid the just pause it here, avoid the bomb damage. So I knew that there's a good chance the loons are going to split here, but they've gone off quite nicely in 2 packs. Got 2 rage left, so ideally for each quadrant should be enough. Let's see what happens. Another haste as well, so just haste it into the Inferno. Don't even need the rage here. Oh yeah, I actually I swag a rage here. I can see here this is done, and I just need a rage here to take this out. So rage left. Why not swag a 12v12 just to show how powerful this attack is. Got Hound still up, nothing but clean up now. Swag rage here. Once I'm sure I'm not going to run out of time. Nothing worse than swagging and then time failing. But as soon as I am, put the rage down, let him know he's been owned by a boss. The big dog has struck. And yeah, so there you go. Hopefully that helps. That's what you need to look out for. So just to run through it again very quickly, you want to take the Queen, the CC out as a minimum. Bonus hits are the Eagle and any ADs. And then just be aware of your loon pathing through entry point. Rage, haste, freeze across the base. Pick up your Th12 Triple. That's it. See you next time, guys.